Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Advaith Pillai, and today we are going to be continuing our Python basics course, and this is going to be part 10. So let's begin. So today we'll be looking at conditional statements in Python, and the first conditional statement is the if statement. Okay guys, so let's take a variable a with the value 10, and if we say if inside the brackets a is greater than 0, we'll print positive. Okay guys, now if we run it, as you guys can see, the answer is positive because we had done print positive. So now I'll tell you how this works. So we have given the value of a as 10, and then inside the if function we have given if a is greater than 0, in which in our case it's greater than 0 because the value of a is 10. So it printed positive. Okay guys, so this is how the if statement works. Now the second conditional statement is going to be if else statement. Okay guys, now let's look at the if else statement. Now if I write else in the same negative, okay, now if I give the value of a as -6 and then if I run it, as you guys can see, the answer is negative. So let me tell you how this works. A is -6, which is a negative number. So the first if statement says if a is greater than 0, print positive. So in our case a is not greater than 0, so it ignores the if statement and moves into the else part. And the else part says print negative. So else part is basically the direct opposite of the if statement. Okay guys, so the else part basically means a is less than 0, in our case, which is true. Okay guys, so basically a is less than 0 means negative. So this is how if else statement works. Okay guys, now let's look at the third statement, which is the nested if statement. Okay guys, so let's take the value of a as 10 again, and now if we copy this and then if we paste it here, if we run it now, as you guys can see, the answer is 10 is positive and even. Now I'll show you how this works. So we have our main if else statement, which says a is not equals to 0, in our case, which is true. Okay guys, so inside the if statement, the second if statement says if a is greater than 0, in our case, which is also true, and then the next case says if a modulo 2 is equals to 0. So this is basically used, we have done this earlier, modulo division is used to check if a number is odd or even. Okay guys, so if a modulo 2 is 0, it means the number is even, and if it's not 0, it means the number is odd. Okay guys, so in our case we have the number 10, which is even, so this should be true. So if all of these are true, we can make a print statement, and in our case it is print that a is positive and even, which gives us the final value as 10 is positive and even. Okay guys, so this is how nested if works. Now let's look at the final conditional statement, and this is going to be if else if else. Okay guys, I'll show you how this works now. Let's take this, wait a second. Let's take the value of a as 10, and then if we create a if statement saying a is equals to 0, then we'll print it's 0. Else if a is greater than 0, a is greater than 0, print positive, and then else print negative. Okay, now if we run this, yeah, the answer is positive. Now let me tell you how this works. So we have the value of a as 10. So if a has the value of 0, then we'll print 0. Else if A is greater than 0, then we print positive. Else means the opposite of the if statement which was before it, and the before it was the elif statement, which says A is greater than 0, which means the else statement should have A is less than 0, and A is less than 0 we'll print negative. Okay guys, so this is how if elif else function works. So the difference between if else and if elif else function is, in if else we only work with 2 conditions, whereas in this one we work with 3 conditions, which is A is equals to 0, A is greater than 0, and A is less than 0. Okay guys, we can also use if else function to avoid indentation errors. Okay guys, so this is the end of this video. I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. Bye guys, and stay safe.